guys, it's Rahim. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, smash the subscribe button because I talk about property investment, personal development, and how to gain financial freedom. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I've used ChatGPT to teach me how to start my property investment journey. Lots of people are talking about ChatGPT. Everyone is going about it. It's an amazing tool. I tried it and see what are the tips it can provide me and yourself. But before we get to there, I've got a favor I need to ask you to do for me. We've done a research. We've realized 51% of the people that are watching my videos have not subscribed to my channel. I kindly ask you to smash that subscribe button to join the family. And whilst you're there, hit the like button so the algorithm will push this video to wider and wider audience, so the family can grow and the videos can hit lots and lots more people. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So let's get to it. You see, people talking about ChatGPT left, right, and center. It's literally it's gone viral. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go and ask ChatGPT. And there's some questions about how I can start my investment journey. Like, it reveals 10 real estate investment tips, which I'm gonna share with you. So I went to ChatGPT and said, ChatGPT, I'd like to start my property investment journey. What do I need to do? Right, the first thing ChatGPT tell me to do is to do a market research, is to understand my real estate investment area. In essence, it tells me to find out where I want to invest, find out what the market is like in that area, whether property prices are going up or down, what the rent is, and what the capital appreciation in that area. So that's what it tells me to do. Obviously, it hasn't drilled down on where to look, how to look, but it tells me I need to do a little bit of research before I start my property investment journey. That was a brilliant idea. I loved it. The only downside of it though, it doesn't tell me where do I go and invest, right? I tried that, but it tells me it is not in position to give me that answer. So again, that's another downside of it, but it gives me an idea and tells me that I can go and do a research on it. So that's one benefit. The second one it tells me is financial planning. It tells me before I start my investment journey, I need to assess my financial situation first and create a budget carefully and monitor that budget. And also he's asked me not to overspend in things that do not add value to me. So again, now that's a solid advice, because I've been banging on those advices before ChatGPT existed in the first place. So again, financial planning, you need to plan yourself. Failing to plan is planning to fail. So basically, it's telling you, get your finances in place before you start your investment journey. You need to know what you're doing before you start investing. And the third thing he advised me to do is location. And he repeated location 3 times. He says location, location, and location. He said choose your property locations with strong potential capital growth and higher rental demand. It also tells me to consider the factor of employment in that area. What's the employment rate? It tells me what's the future infrastructures that have been talked about in my investment area. It also advised me about how good the schools are in my investment area. And most importantly, it tells me how far I am from the city center. So it kind of tells me what to look for when I'm looking at a property. Capital appreciation is one of them. Rental demand was one of them. Infrastructure, I'm not big at it because I don't invest based on speculations, right? I invest based on my numbers and my due diligence. But it gives me an idea of what to look for. That was a massive thing as well. I was surprised when it said location. It repeated it 3 times. So that tells you location is key to your investment decisions. Number 4, ChatGPT advised me to diversify my investment. It asked me literally, it said, do not put your eggs in one basket. Okay, it said diversity in different property portfolios would help me make passive recurring income. It would help me reduce the risk as well. And again, he hasn't told me what sort of diversification I need to do. He just asked me to diversify my portfolio. So again, it gives me the idea, but it doesn't really confirm how I could diversify. Again, I asked it a question, it could not tell me what strategies. It just tell me family let or multi-let. So it did not drill down in it. But if you ask it, if you prompt it a bit more, it might perhaps give you the information about that. Is that making sense? So basically it tells me, hey, diversify. Do not put your egg in one basket, because obviously you don't know what's going to happen. But it did not tell me to go and invest in another business. It asked me to diversify within the property industry. Is that making sense? So yes, that's another brilliant answer. Number 5, it also tells me to understand the cost involved, okay? It tells me to understand the cost involved in buying investment properties. Again, that's a brilliant tip. It talks about renovation costs. It talks about mortgage interest payment. It tells me about insurance. It tells me about maintenance. And it also tells me the potential of having the property empty without any tenant in it. And again, it tells me to understand that the cost that it involves is preparing me for the worst case scenario. That was another brilliant one. So ChatGPT is doing really well at this time, but it did not literally drill down of what sort of problems could occur, what this is happening, what could happen, what sort of things, how to literally avoid having cost like that. Number 6, value added potential. ChatGPT advised me to look for properties that I can add value to. Wow, that is brilliant, isn't it? Because that's what we do with my investors. We always look for properties that we could add value to. He gives us an example. I don't know if it's he or she. Let's say it gives us an example. That is a better way to describe it. It said, look for dilapidated properties that require renovation, or look for a development project. That's a good idea, actually. But again, he hasn't drilled down on what sort of properties to look for. Is it flat houses, semi-detached houses, terrace houses? He did not drill that down, but just tells you look for something that you could add value to. Number 7, professional advice. He asked me to get someone professional to guide me along the way. ChatGPT said, consider consultants, consider mentors, consider lawyers, accountants that would give you the best form of advice to enable you to start your property investment. Number 8, long-term perspective. I love that advice, by the way. He said long-term perspective. So it's very important when it comes to property is to think long-term. Generally, long-term investment, it says, and being patient will give you better return on investment than trying to do things quickly and while going in and out for a get-rich-quick scheme. In essence, it's telling you that if you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, maybe property investment is not for you. Number 9, it said regularly review and adapt your property portfolio to the current market climate. It said regularly review your investment portfolio, strategize wisely, be prepared to take advantage of opportunities and reduce the risk in your portfolio. Beautiful. I love that. I love that tip. That tip is absolutely amazing. One, it tells me to regularly review my portfolio, i.e. looking which portfolio is growing, which property is growing immensely, where I could increase my rent, where I can go and remortgage to push some of my money out, or what advantage I can take with that property to push the value of my investment up. That was a brilliant idea. And again, it hasn't really drilled down what sort of adaptation you need to do. It did not suggest I do remortgaging. It did not suggest to look whether property price has gone up in my investment area. It just tells me to review it. But anyway, that was a good idea. Number 10, which is one of my favorites as well, it said stay informed. It says keep up to date where your property investment market is at. Know what's happening in the property investment market, the laws, the regulations, the market trend, and the impact that will cause in your property investment portfolio. So again, it gives me that ideas, but he hasn't given me websites or say companies to follow in social media, stuff like that, but he's giving me that idea. So ChatGPT, to be honest, has given me brilliant 10 tips to start my investment journey. What it doesn't do is to bring that personal thing in it, to get that person to help you, because it really tells me all the advices, and one of the advices is to get someone to personally mentor you and coach you to take you to where you want to go. That was a brilliant idea. And again, as you can see, he has not drilled down to so many stuff. You know, there's not that cohesiveness, that person in it. So that's the other thing. That's one of the downside of it. Maybe they're going to improve it a little bit so that you can feel like you're talking to a coach or a mentor. Who knows? But it just gives you broader perspective of what you want to do. If you might drill down, it might give you some answers, it might not. You go and do your research. But to be honest with you, if I was to invest, I've got these ideas, I will literally go and implement all the things he taught me, especially the one that says get someone to guide you. Right? I love that. I see all this stuff there. Getting someone to guide me to implement all this stuff would only get me to expedite my property investment journey. So look at this. Is ChatGPT really changing the world? It has. And it is really transforming the way people think, the way people do businesses, and the way people literally make money in this world that we're living in. So it really blew me away when I did this, because I always want to be that, I want to be natural. I'm one of those people that want to do me. I don't like to be going asking robots or computers to give me answers. I like to do it, make it personal and all that stuff. But this really threw me a little bit, to be honest. But it's amazing. But now you know how you could think about using ChatGPT and where you really want a human form of person to work with you to get your investment going. Remember, property investment involves risk, and it is important. This is by ChatGPT again. This is the advice he gives me. I'm going to read from it. He said, remember, real estate investment involves risk, and it is important to do thorough research and consider seeking professional advice tailored to your individual circumstances. If you like this video or any of my videos, smash the like button below, subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos. I look forward to sharing next video. Thank you.